This morning, flags will remain at half-staff for the next 29 days in honor of the passing of former President Jimmy Carter. The nation is remembering his decades of service, leadership, and dedication to peace. President Carter's family say he felt blessed to celebrate 100 years, especially since he overcame many health challenges. In 2015, he even revealed that he had skin cancer that spread to his brain.
So he went on a new form of cancer treatment at Emory Hospital, and after 3 weeks, there was no sign of cancer left. At the time, he talked a lot about his own mortality.
I didn't go into an attitude of despair or anger or anything like that. I was just completely at ease. As Rosa would testify, I think if you have any doubts about my veracity, but I've just been very grateful for that part of it. So I'm ready for anything.
In 2017, President Carter was in the hospital after becoming dehydrated on a habitat build. 2 years later, he fell at his home. Even bruised, he grabbed his hammer and still made it to a build site in Nashville. In 2022, he made 2 appearances in planes, one in August to celebrate Rosalind's 95th birthday, and another came in September. The couple was out for the 25th annual Peanut Festival parade. In February of 2023, the Carter Center shared the news that Mr. Carter would begin hospice care at home in Plains. Later that year, in September of 2023, the Carters kicked off the Plains Peanut Festival.
And so we continue to remember these moments, and especially on a bright note, especially talking about sharing their love and the legacy they're leaving behind.
No doubt. You know, there's a moment that sticks out to me, and it was the first time I had a chance to meet Mr. Carter. I was on a plane. We were getting ready to go to a habitat site, and everyone starts whispering. He comes down the aisle and says hello, greets and says thank you to every person on the entire plane. Took his time, made everyone feel like they were the very special person in that moment. And when we landed in Haiti, he set the tone on the build site. He was certainly the hardest worker. He had work ethic, he had compassion. Even more so, I think, when the cameras weren't around. He and Rosalind served meals to volunteers after really long days. They just had such a beautiful love story. You could see it even in unspoken moments. And here's a man who had the most powerful job in the world, but he said the connection to people in some of the most poor and remote places in the world meant the most to him. It's just so humble, Aisha. It's like he never forgot the roots of his life in Plains.
And that's how he connected to people, right? The most relatable people are people who have a similar story to you and never forget those stories and experiences, no matter how high they ascend in their lives. Our coverage of the life and legacy of former President Jimmy Carter continues on 11 Alive Plus. You can find it on the home screen of the app. You can also watch President Joe Biden and Ambassador Andrew Young's reflections on their friendship with the former president.